Welcome back to my Dallas Cowboys blog. We're resuming my review of articles I've written on cowboysnation.com. And here we are at safeties. Barry Church far away leads the crowded field at safety. 6 players are rookies or in their second year. There are 8 safeties on the roster, and last year Dallas finished the season with 5. The opportunity for the 8th safety is much higher than other players trying out for the team. There are no entrenched starters at the free safety position. Wilcox leads the pack. Barry Church, 6'2", 218 pounds, 5th year in the NFL from Toledo. He's the longest tenured player at the position by far. Barry Church is the reigning star in the back end of Dallas's troubled defense. His star shines brighter on coaches' film than TV broadcasts. He's always cleaning up other players' mistakes. You see the other safety miss a tackle or take a bad angle to break on the ball. Barry Church arrives and makes a clean solo tackle. He's very consistent, takes good angles, makes sound tackles, and occasionally strips a fumble. He's very reliable, but needs someone to spice up the playmaking next to him. When Wilcox was on the field for Dallas in a handful of plays, it seemed like the coach's plan was to allow Wilcox to freelance a bit while Church covered his mistakes. If Wilcox or someone else can make those plays, then Church will probably get even less attention, but the success of the backfield would grow greatly. Ahmad Dixon, 6 feet tall, 212 pounds, from Baylor, a rookie. Injured at the Senior Bowl, he's recovered and practicing. The Dallas coaches are having him practice man coverage. Broadhouse spelled out his battles with Devin Street and suggested Dixon could cover him one-on-one with some development. Street is a rookie, but Dixon performing man-to-man coverage on a wide receiver was not expected from draft pundits. In practice, he's taken some bad angles, unused to NFL reads, and his tackling is suspect. He may grow quickly in training camp. Last year, rookie safeties looked like rookies, so hope Dixon is just a special teamer this year. Many saw Dixon as Church's backup, but if he grows in his man coverage, he may challenge to play either safety position down the road. It's especially impressive that he was covering Devin Street, who was a 5th-round draft pick. 5th-round draft picks aren't NFL elite players, at least not their rookie year. But Dixon himself is a rookie, and it bodes well that he could even play man coverage. I didn't know he ever even practiced that or displayed that while at Baylor. Jakar Hamilton. He's 5'11", 195 pounds, 24. He's second year in the NFL, South Carolina State. Promoted to the active roster October 26, 2013. Currently receiving rave reviews for his athleticism. Can he push Heath? Hamilton was burned the least in 2013, partly because he saw the field the least. He's lightweight as Dallas safeties go, and needs to make up for the weight difference with playmaking, either in the passing game or with his speed to the tackle. He's vastly more experienced as a safety than both Heath and Wilcox, yet here he is fighting for a roster spot. He actually played safety his whole career in college, unlike Wilcox, and unlike Heath, he actually played in Division I schools. Hamilton spent 2 years in the SEC and was a good player for Georgia before he transitioned to South Carolina State. So with that, Hamilton is more experienced than Heath. Played at Georgia, was standout at South Carolina State. I was surprised that Heath was promoted to the roster over Hamilton. So here we are now at Heath. He's 6'1", 209 pounds, second year in the NFL from Saginaw Valley State. Heath, contrary to our suspicions, he did not get checked into a burn center after the season. His worst moments came in man coverage. In one case, he wasn't strong enough when he caught the receiver in mid-route. The receiver punched him back and got open. Maybe he's stronger in his second season. In another case, he used the 3-step shuffle in man coverage on a receiver lined up inside. The receiver easily got behind him. Maybe his technique can improve too. He looks pretty quick on film. His flaws look like they can improve. Without a drastic leap in year 2, he won't challenge to start again, as other second-year players would move ahead of him. He's bigger than Hamilton, and he does have some speed. I think Heath can fix the issues that he showed, and obviously the coaches chose to start Heath over the other rookie safeties, much to my surprise. But that's what they're showing their hand. They favor Heath. They thought he gave them the best chance to win, and now they're starting Wilcox over Heath, so they must think that Wilcox has improved over the offseason. We'll see at training camp. I think the way we'll see Jeff Heath improve in training camp is we'll see if he can actually stick in his man coverage and not get beaten, especially in the preseason games. With Wilcox, we'll see if he is making mistakes in play action pass, or if he's always making the right calls. Matt Johnson, 6'1" safety from Eastern Washington. This is his third year in the NFL. Matt Johnson is still on the roster. He's made it to year 3 of his NFL career out of game film from his time at Eastern Washington. He's here, so if he gets a slight chance, hope he comes through. The memory of Jimmy Smith turning into a dynamo after 3 injury-riddled years must motivate GM keep Johnson around. In addition, Johnson is the second highest draft pick at the safety position over the last several years. Dallas believed he was more talented than the 4th round, but playing in Eastern Washington limited his stock. There's no one competing for his roster spot right now, and the staff believes he is talented. Keith Smith, 6 foot, 199 pounds, rookie from San Jose State. He played linebacker at San Jose State. DallasCowboys.com lists him at 199 pounds, but he weighed in at 233 pounds at his college day. It's hard to believe a man can record a 6.873 cone time, but only get a 4.98 40-yard dash. He's very hard to find information on, and the data seems contradictory. Most likely, he's half safety and half linebacker, intended for a role on the nickel defense. Can he really have lost 30 pounds between the Senior Bowl and now? Or is his listed weight an ideal weight? Perhaps someone told him he wasn't going to make it in the NFL as a linebacker, so he needed to gain speed and shed some size. He's been anonymous at the practices so far, making him a dark horse to make the roster. Ryan Smith, rookie from Auburn, 227 pounds. Ryan Smith impressed pundits at the rookie minicamp. He was said to show impressive movement skills and flexibility. He played some corner and in the slot. He's the heaviest safety. He should have a role on special teams. Brian Broadhouse of DallasCowboys.com says Ryan Smith is ahead of Ahmad Dixon in understanding the scheme as of the minicamp. Ryan Smith is very large. He's almost 230 pounds. He's almost as big as Sean Lee is. And he plays safety, and so that's a big asset for him, assuming he is quick enough at that size. So now J.J. Wilcox, 6 foot tall, 217 pounds, second year out of Georgia Southern. J.J. Wilcox is the heavy favorite to start the season at free safety opposite Barry Church. Wilcox is scheduled to be a star. In game film, he was susceptible to play-action passes and took some poor angles when breaking on the ball. Now in his second year, with all the talent that goes with being a third-round pick, he's expected to start opposite Church and to make plays. If he's keeping up with Dallas's plans, he's in for quite a year. Good luck. He may be young, but at least he's unproven. He's got a lot of talent, but he seemed quite distant from playing mistake-free football in 2013. He's made keen mistakes, which can be improved with film study. On the final roster last year, Dallas carried 5 safeties. Church, Wilcox, and Hamilton seem like locks to make the roster now. Ranking the safeties. Barry Church, he's number 1, mistake-free football. J.J. Wilcox, he has the potential to be a playmaker at the free safety position, and the Cowboys are currently lining him up at starter. When Matt Johnson was healthy, he was running with the second team. Jakar Hamilton was also with the second team. Jeff Heath is the lowest rated veteran. After him come the undrafted free agent safeties, Ryan Smith, Ahmad Dixon, and Keith Smith. I have Ryan Smith number 1 because he played at a big program as Ahmad Dixon did, but Ryan Smith has enormous size, and that's working to his advantage. The Dallas Cowboys can win a Super Bowl fielding Barry Church at strong safety. He is mistake-free and fundamentally sound. The other players have potential. Dallas needs one of the safeties, 2 through 8, to step up and play the other safety position at a high level. They drafted players like J.J. Wilcox because they believed they could eventually cover NFL receivers. They always dreamed of playing in the NFL. These players, these safeties do. Safeties 2 through 8 have dreamed of being a regular starter as Barry Church already is. Every safety on this roster has a legitimate shot at starting opposite Barry Church. Every player besides Church and Johnson is in their second or rookie year. Matt Johnson. Is Matt Johnson Jimmy Smith of the defense? If Matt Johnson were on the field, he should be the best or second best safety according to expectations when they took him. If he's going to be a great backup safety and special teams player, If he's not expected to be better than J.J. Wilcox, and as a fourth-round draft pick, he's he's 1 round less valuable than Wilcox, he has to play a lot of special teams. Unfortunately for him, he's not getting much time there or anywhere on the practice field. 2013 third-round pick J.J. Wilcox has an awesome opportunity laid out for him. That said, the best safety on the roster is one-time undrafted free agent Barry Church. While it's J.J. Wilcox's job to lose, he can lose it. While the competition to see who starts at cornerback should be the best, because it has the best players, the competition to be the second safety on the field in the regular defense is the most wide open. It has the biggest field and the least sure competition. Ultimately, finding a confident player at the other safety position opposite Barry Church will be more important than the cornerback battle for the 2014 season. All right, so say hi. I'm Nick Welp on Twitter, Bostonian Aggie on the CowboysNation.com comments, or leave a comment on YouTube or post a video response, and I'll talk to you later.